The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk, I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count, second win, second nature. Found mine, never had my hands out, fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. We choke game, how to have a game so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk, I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk, I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp. This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle. My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Called out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
And it is I, Bogard Scott free. And we are here.
Yeah, let's get it. It's all come down to this.
The chip is among us.
What up, Emil? We got Emil in the house.
We
Who
got
else up in here?
breaking news.
What up, Tino? A shout out everyone, and then we'll get to that because I didn't see it everywhere on the internet yet.
Well, if I'm wrong, let me announce it then. So
you're telling what Lee
wrong? I said it.
You saying what Lee messaged us a few minutes ago?
Huh?
Or something different? What Lee messaged us? Okay, yeah. Let me shout out everyone, then you can have it. And shout out to Steve. He said, shout out. I remember running into your channel a year ago when the Hamlin shit went down. Been a fan of your content ever since. Appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Circle.
I mean, literally a year ago, right? It was week 17 when that shit happened.
Mm-hmm. And what's bro's name? What's bro's name?
Steve.
Man, shout out to Steve.
Do you think that's why they're not having any Monday night games this week?
No, I mean they
always had a Monday night game on week 17.
I would say they normally would have the Monday night game. It's New Year's Day.
I mean, that don't matter.
And I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's
holidays don't exist in the NFL.
I'm just saying, maybe that's why.
Yeah, I really think it is because of the Hamlin shit.
And I'm also of the mindset. I'm pretty sure when a couple years ago when they added the 3 games on the Saturday, you know what I mean? If there's a players or a team on a Monday night, they get a short week. Like it's to avoid that, I'm sure as well.
This isn't the last week of the season.
Oh, you're right. Damn, it's only like that for us, huh?
Right?
Why the fuck are they having a Monday night game, man?
Because they've never. Well, I'm not going to say never.
They never have it the last week.
The very last week of the season, they never have a Monday night football game. But it is because of that. It's because of the Saturday games, right? Like, I mean, that was always a very specific reason for the playoffs. But now this is week 17, and we don't get Monday night football.
If you have made it to this point of the year, there is no tomorrow.
No tomorrow.
We're at war, baby. It's the promised land.
And shout out
the
to
old days, the bad days, the bad.
Shout out to Tino. Shout out to Peacock. Oh, Steve. Okay. He said it might be because college playoffs are on Monday. Okay. That could be a reason for sure.
I mean, because don't they?
Have we ever had Monday night football collide with the national championship?
No, because it's usually that Monday, right?
Oh, yeah. And actually, national championship isn't this week, though, is it? I think it's next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On that Monday.
Yeah.
And that's usually, now that I think about it, doesn't that usually coincide with us not having a Monday night game every year?
Yeah, for sure. Totally makes sense.
Could be
and shout out to Crispy, who gifted a sub to our man Steve over here. You the man, Crispy. Let me get you marked down.
Yeah, shout out to Steve, man. Welcome.
or welcome back, because he's been around.
welcome back.
He's been around. And Jeff, what up? DK or Cooper? Right now, I'll say DK, but just make sure you're coming back, because I would not in the championship week. I'm not taking a Thursday answer as a final answer unless it's someone for someone for Thursday. And I guess now that I'm talking this out, Amari has a game today.
Yeah, and I think the question is because Amari Cooper is questionable right now.
Well, I'm also because he's facing the Jets. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, but you know what? You know what's funny though is I was saying this yesterday. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna play Cooper regardless of the matchup as long as he's healthy. Like, it's hard to not chase that fucking.
They kind of should. And if you play in like an 8-man league or a 10-man league, and like you have all these other great pieces, like you have to be the one to like bench Cooper.
Yeah,
grab the ball
and DK is in a great spot here.
Yeah. Hold on.
I was gonna say I respect Cody Porter. He's been shadowing.
Yeah,
he's been shadowing. I mean, Higgins got off on him in a couple.
I feel like would he follow DK or would he follow Lockett? Because I mean DK technically the one, if we're breaking it down like that, but. It doesn't seem like DK would be really that good of a matchup for him, though, because he's way bigger, but probably just as fast, and DK is way stronger than him.
I mean, I can see, maybe he follows around. See, I don't see him following around Lockett like that, like because DK.
Just because they move him everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it's a great pivot off of Cooper. I mean, like in most instances, I would play DK over Cooper. Is just the fact that Cooper's he's attached to the number one passing QB in the last 4 weeks since he came in the game. You know what I mean? You know who's number 2 right now? Since in the last month?
Baker.
No. I thought so too. I had to look this up actually. Last 4 weeks. You're never gonna get
wait, hold on. Wait, what was the question?
The past 4 weeks. Since Flacco's came in the game.
Yeah, he's number 1.
He's number 1. Who's number 2? Passing.
Okay, so we're just talking points.
Yards.
Oh, yards. Okay.
Yeah, like just like a reality thing.
Okay. Dak.
No.
Damn.
I know. Listen, I have to look this up.
Brock.
No.
Go ahead, just give it to me.
Fucking Jake Browning.
Makes sense. One of those wasn't it for like 400 yards, damn near.
Yeah, and if last week, and if you who leads the league in the last 2 weeks by themselves?
Who's that?
Just the last 2 weeks. Fucking Nick Mullins. He has like 700 yards, bro.
It's crazy too. And someone asked me, they're like, "Hey, what's this shit that I seen about Nick Mullins about to get benched for Josh Dobbs?" I didn't see that, but he said something on Twitter.
I saw it for Reed.
For Reed,
not Reed. What's his name?
Who is the backup? You're talking about the rookie, right?
The rookie, yeah. Jaron Hall. Jaron Hall.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about that. I don't know. I don't know about that. But it wasn't Dobbs. What I read, it was Jaron Hall or Nick Mullins are the ones. That
literally, what the dude sent me, it said Dobbs, but it already seemed like Fugazi when he sent it to me. And he was like, "You think this is bullshit?" And I was like, "I'm calling bullshit unless we see more about it." It was some Twitter profile.
Yeah, because they definitely were splitting first team reps between Mullins and the Rook. Yeah.
Okay.
Brees Hall's his.
They already know what they have in Mullins.
An absolute gunslinger. I needed to be Mullins for my Jefferson shares.
They just probably don't want to make the playoffs, huh? Because they ain't going.
I don't know. I think there's a reason why they drafted that kid, and you know what I mean. He was actually supposed to be the starter over Dobbs until the kid got concussed. Remember that? Then Dobbs job, and maybe they want to see what they have with the kid because they're not mathematically eliminated, are they? Like they need to win and then have a bunch of stuff happen in their favor before that.
Bogey in the Matrix. Helen.
Damn it.
And let's see. Triple X Lex, what up? He said missed the chip due to Ayuk getting like 100 yards. Oh man, it's rough. That's rough. Wes said Stafford or Flacco. It's tough to get off Flacco. I'm gonna go Stafford, but yeah, if you were like, you know what, Alex, I'm going with the guy who's like been throwing the most yards. Yeah, not mad at it. Oh, Wes said third place, trying to keep my money. Yeah. I'm gonna play after after Puss taking a beating. Well, they already came out and said he's likely to play this week. It was a concussion. Now this is, I mean, he's missed 2 weeks.
I just got off the phone with CJ Stroud right now.
What do you say? Is he playing?
Said happy holidays.
He's always playing it coy.
He said, you know, he said, listen, I can't tell you that, Bogard.
Did he ask you if you watched the H-Town huddle yesterday?
Yeah.
And Jeff, he said Laporta or McBride, another hard championship week decision. That's what's crazy.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
I'll play Laporta.
I'm gonna say Laporta, but I'm gonna say what I've said to the other people as well. I'm okay trying to figure out how to get McBride.
Oh my God, he's playing the Eagles.
Yeah, they haven't been as bad though as they were in the beginning.
It's because everyone's killing them with receivers these days.
For sure.
What receivers do they got over there in Arizona? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know about Marquise Brown if he's going to be playing or not. We know they love to get Dortch involved when some people are hurt. Rondell Moore had a couple extra targets, but yeah, it's all bad over there. 21 CJV, Amon Ra, Tyreek, Puka, Rasheed, sit one. Okay. Yeah. It sucks to sit Rasheed, but yeah, he ain't sitting any of the other three. That's for sure.
I'm hella okay with sitting him. They've it's been like tough for receivers, like not to just go crazy, man. Or maybe it's been tough for QBs, I should say. How about that against the Buccaneers in this past 3 weeks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
in the smash.
Let's keep it real. We're talking about Amon Ra, Tyreek, and Puka. Rasheed Rice, you have not made it into that conversation yet.
It was really easy, actually. You nailed it.
Because it's funny, even when people are like, oh man, like Sam Laporta is doing so much, like, is there going to be anything left for Amon Ra? And you look at Amon, and he's always just like 10 receptions for like 100.
He's always getting way more than Laporta.
I know, it's just Laporta is so polarizing because he's the tight end, right?
Like, I think what a lot of people need to start putting in their repertoire is just look at the pass attempts from the QB throwing the ball at your player, whoever the case may be, because you could easily be like, oh, okay, he's throwing the ball 40 times or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're safe with the top two pieces there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And if a guy's throwing it 30 to 40 times and like most of it's concentrated between the top two guys,
never worry about it.
Good either way.
And Goffle's he's a top 5 guy and the top maybe number 4 in the past, or 3 in the past 3 weeks.
Dadgummit. What up, Titans?
What up, Titans?
And,
Titans is he in the Reaper championship?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was a league that was like created for him, pretty much.
I just called it the Reaper championship for him.
I mean, man. Emil said if Hollywood doesn't play McBride. I mean,
if Hollywood plays, play McBride even more, because less attention will be on him. But I'm not the Hollywood Brown. Fuck him. That was so week 6.
Yeah. Wes said Walker, Zeke, or Hopkins. Man, this one's tough. It's not. Damn. I mean, it could be Zeke.
I'm going right back to Walker.
Yeah, versus the Steelers.
It was Tennessee. They actually showed up on the ground. They looked like Tennessee earlier this season, like for one game, because they've been giving up mad booty on the ground the past month. But it's the Steelers, so I'm okay. They're down a lot of their linebackers. The legendary Miles Jack is in there now. It's him and Mykal Walker are the starters. I think right now.
This Bogey, I guess I want to know, like, how much emphasis do you put into a revenge narrative?
All of it.
So should we be playing Hopkins here? Hopkins versus the Texans. Let's see what he did last time. I can't even remember what he did versus them last time.
The Texans have been getting torched.
Stingley doesn't shadow.
But Stingley, he did shadow Cooper. that for that first half. Peacock pointed this out on the show last night. But then in the second half, they went away from him, and that's when Amari Cooper really started piling it up. Because if you remember, that first half, Amari Cooper had 2 catches, and it was like for like 70 yards, though. Because his first catch of the game was like
Never mind. He got shut down by Houston 2 weeks ago. I didn't remember what he did.
You know why? You know why? Because he didn't do anything memorable. You know what I mean?
I'm just staying. Yeah, let's stay with the Walker side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tina said the Sun God's the PPR king. I mean, see what's crazy when I hear PPR king or PPR gold or anything like that, we usually think of someone who has a short A dot, but like gets hella catches. And
yeah,
like,
but what's crazy is he's out of the slot a lot, but man, he be going up that seam just free and wide all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I think of like a PPR king, I think of like Devontae Parker,
Julian
like,
Edelman.
when he was on. Yeah, even that. I mean,
I
don't
think
know.
like the Julian Edelmans of the world.
Was Julian Edelman cracking 100 receptions on the reg though? I can't remember.
You got to go back to like 2017 and beyond. That's when he starts getting close to it. He's like a 90 reception guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, PPR gold. Michael Thomas of old, PPR gold. Robert Woods back with the Rams, PPR gold. You know, and these are predominantly slot guys. Adam Thielen with the Vikings. Remember for years, bro, just peppers. You know what I mean? Right out the slot. Amon-Ra St. Brown is like he's new Michael Thomas as far as the guy who's he's the number 1 target, even though he's predominantly a slot guy. You know what I mean?
And
I mean, actually,
Titan said Purdy or
Murray.
I'm leaning Purdy.
Yeah, it's Washington.
All right, Bogey. So what news are we talking about?
Well, apparently, according to my sources, it sounds cool saying that.
If my calculations are correct,
when this bitch hits 88, prepare to see some wild shit, man. And I'm seeing the future now. Jim Harbaugh agrees for $65 million, 5-year deal with the Chargers. And apparently they're not going to announce this thing until after the playoffs. And I was just talking to Spencer about this last night. I'm of the mindset he's going to go start bringing his friends back. We might see like Greg Roman initially. You know what I mean? Maybe he brings someone from college, someone we don't know, some up-and-coming offensive-minded guy. But I could see him bringing in Greg Roman. And usually that first 2 years under Greg Roman before the league catches up usually works pretty good. I mean, you know, there's a pretty good sample size of fantasy QBs doing very well for us in Greg Roman offenses. You know, the best case scenario recently was a MVP Lamar in 2019. You know what I mean? And he's like a gazelle, bro, Herbert. So we can see his legs get used a little more. You know what I mean? Do they just put their franchise QB out there who's already has a bag on him like that? Out there, you know,
not like they gave him the bag.
It's not like they gave him the bag, but also he does have the bag. But I'm just excited. I'm excited for change. Period. They're going to an offensive-minded guy. You know, they tried to fool around with this fucking fugazi ass Brandon Staley for a minute. So I'm excited for this change. You know what I mean? You know, shit.
Look at this. Titans, he said, if I'm not mistaken, Harbaugh's new contract with Michigan, it doesn't allow him to take an NFL job this next season.
I mean, shit. So, mind you, our sources, shout out to Lee, he is our resident Chargers guy. So I tend to believe the shit that he digs up because, you know what I mean, he's tapped into that world. But
contracts can be gotten out of.
I mean, yeah, but
might have to pay a hell of a lot, but
yeah, I mean, when you're breaching contract, and see, maybe that's why this is on the hush hush, because maybe there is some he's not allowed to speak. See, I wonder how that's gonna work. Like, you know, I mean,
Zukru said no, Michigan offered him a contract, $125 million or something like that for 10 years, but it's included he can't leave for the NFL.
Yeah, he was like, screw that.
So did he sign that one, Zukru? Because I literally have no idea.
Yes, who's our Michigan guy? Shout out to the Wolverines. I always wanted them to just have Wolverine on the shit, not like, you know, a Wolverine. You know what I mean? Like, have Wolverine out there with the claws out.
It's probably better for Jim Harbaugh if he doesn't go to the Chargers because the Chargers are still cursed.
I mean,
all he's going to do is get along the way with it.
Going back to where it all started for him as a coach. You know, well, I guess not. It's LA.
Yeah,
LA.
not in San Diego anymore.
Gross.
And Tino said nothing signed yet. He said Jim isn't going anywhere.
Oh, the offer is there.
Coaches
the offer
taking penalties for him. Well, I thought he's the one who got.
Yeah, and like I mean, the Spanos, they did come out and say this like a week ago that you know they're gonna spare no expense for their next.
So they're gonna try to be like the Jurassic Park owner, spared no expense.
You know what I mean? You just got fucking a little mini skull of Justin Herbert in a cane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Dr. Dre can get out of his ruthless contract. I think that Jim Harbaugh can get out of a Michigan contract.
You know who got Snoop out of his death row contract?
Got to be Jimmy.
Nah, it was Master P, bro.
Oh, Master P, nice.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, it took another gangster to sit down with Suge to be like, listen, bro, I'm taking Snoop with me. That's why, if you pay attention, Snoop Doggy Dogg, that was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was Snoop Dogg because that's part of the way they couldn't come to an agreement. He's like, no, I'm keeping Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah,
you know
but he had
I'll release him, but he's gonna own that name. So you go
right. He owns all the. I mean, yeah. It's not like
it was
until now. The thing that's crazy is like Snoop didn't own any Death Row, any kind of rights until he bought Death Row.
Yeah,
right?
That was like what, a year ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's basically like a it's like a subdivision of Def Jam because I think he also is like he's a Def Jam executive too. I don't know if he's the president. I forget what his role is, but yeah, Snoop is that also right now for Def Jam. Like you know, that mantle has been passed on to like you know, Jay-Z used to have that mantle, and then you know what I mean. Like, yeah, a lot of times it's not a bad idea to have an artist run your label. Like, hey, I know what good artists sound like. You know what I mean?
Zucker said, I heard that a couple days ago. I haven't heard any updated news about it. I'll do some research and get back to you here in a little bit. Okay.
Yes. We have boots on the ground.
What up, Antonio?
What's up, twin?
What up, Song?
How you feeling, twin? You feeling better today?
And okay, Titans just said it right here. He said, never mind, Michigan rescinded the contract. Okay. All right, well, there you go.
It died as soon as Titans brought it up. That deal died. Never mind, guys. I killed that deal.
The force is strong in this.
You're very strong.
And yeah, and Song said Master P taught Snoop almost everything.
Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, he said like this. He said, "Man, okay, Master P, he is always selling something, bruh. You know what I mean?" When you look at Snoop now, like, okay, it's like the other week. It was just like a YouTube ad or something pops up, or it might even been on TV, watching the football game. The motherfucking commercial comes on, and it's a slap. I'm like, oh, Snoop got a new one? And then I start listening to the lyrics. Oh, he rapping about Grubhub. I'm like, damn, you got Grubhub now too? I'm like, Snoop is everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy how much shit he endorses now.
Mm-hmm. Shit, he just got the new grill. The smokeless grill.
Yeah, it's so funny how everybody like
people are stupid.
Yeah.
It's like you almost have to have ads that only last 30 seconds because that's all people buy into. Oh shit.
Well, no.
Stop smoking. I mean, because it was like
it was on purpose, obviously, because that shook like the world for like a half a day. Snoop Dogg said he's quitting smoking. Because that's what they interpreted at
he started getting phone calls from like his blunt roller who gets paid like $100K a year. Called him up, hey, cuz, is this real?
Hey, this ain't real,
so
right?
Am I without a job now, cuz? He has a professional blunt roller that follows him everywhere he goes. I've met the dude before.
That's funny. Tino said, bro, that grill is sick.
Right?
The smokeless grill. I mean, that shit sounds gangster just right there.
Yeah, how does that work? It's like air.
Yeah, I don't even
Like
know.
an air fryer, you just don't question it. You don't know what questions how the air fryer
There's
works.
something underneath, or something in the apparatus that just sucks the smoke down instead of letting it just filter out through the top. I don't know. It's like this. It's
and it just
a whole
it
big
has one of
circle
those
thing and a whole big apparatus at the bottom.
What were those filters called when we used to grow? We used to grow hella tree and have a filter in that motherfucker.
Carbon filters.
Yeah, did they call them like charcoal filters?
Yeah, that was
okay. That's what. Okay, because you probably got one of those attached to the bottom. You know what I mean?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something similar.
Well, it's not that it doesn't take away the smell; it just takes away the smoke.
Yeah, because those filters were for the smell, definitely.
Yeah, so different technology, but I think you're on the right path though. And
yeah, I'll be on the adjacent road, huh? It's like, oh, that's the street.
And Stativelli said, West Hustle's crew. He said, I made the ship against you in the number 8 dynasty. You ready? I wasn't expecting that team to make it. So I think I'm just playing with house money at this point. This one I barely snuck in at the fucking the 6th seed at 7-7. And then I've won 2 games since. And okay. So for Stativelli, he said from worst to at least 2nd. Nice.
I had one of those this year. I lost it in the first round. I was a motherfucker that was goddamn 1-6 to start the first half of the year, man. And I came back storming to finish 7-7 and get in, only to lose the first round.
Yeah.
Quite the adventure.
And what would you rather have? Would you rather have the better draft? If we're talking about dynasty, would you rather have the better draft pick and just the strap?
Always want the glory.
See?
And even if I fail, it'll be, I'll never have regrets, bro. Because anyone that knows Bogard, I will never be plagued with wondering what if. When I'm in a moment and I say, I got to go down this road or this road. Am I going to rebuild or I'm going to try to make the push? I'm always going to make the push, bro. And I'd rather fall on my face flat than try to manufacture losses and shit so I can get high up. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about those picks either.
Titan said he's only playing in forced trade leagues next year.
You mean the Reaper leagues?
At least he said he's joining all of them next year. I don't know if I'm playing that. I'm not going to play in the league with Titans in the forced trade because it just seemed like my luck was just like man, I had to play him first week. He kills Travis Kelce before he even plays to ensure that I lose. And then he grabs Watson, kills Watson later, and
okay. I want to play a game right here. Everybody play this game with me. Put it in the chat. Players we drafted that fucked us. Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins. I had super flexes that started somewhere along the ways like that. They were all dead from the gate.
And see, do we even put Travis Kelce in there? I know we drafted him.
I do because it's like who I chose over him in hindsight that went crazy when I had to deal with mediocre Kelce pulling him up in the first round. You know what I mean?
See, that's what's crazy though. But yeah, who's some of the other guys you could have drafted? Justin Jefferson, Tony Pollard, Derrick Henry, all those running backs.
Fucking Justin Herbert. These are all the decisions I probably would have died still, though. You know what I mean?
Unless you drafted CMC in the first round.
CeeDee Lamb was going in that range, the back of the first round.
Yeah. He wasn't going in the first too often.
Jamar Chase. I could have took Jamar Chase for what that's worth, and then it would have been phenomenal until it died. You know what I mean? But see, even that, maybe just that range was cursed.
Yeah. At least Kelsey's playing next week. Kelsey comes out and throws up a 30 burger this week. No one's saying shit about him.
No.
That's all I'm going to say.
And it was all
worth it. Let's do it.
It was all worth it. It sucks. Unfortunately, I'm anti-Kelsey this week. Playing against him in a bunch, have him and none. All my Kelsey teams died last week. And all my Kelsey teams had buys. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I had 3 of them, so at least 3 of them. Actually, I have way more Kelsey teams than that, but yeah, my 3 Kelsey teams had.
Because that's what it is. As shitty as Kelsey is for overall fantasy, he still wasn't shitty for the position, and especially if it's tight end.
supposed to come through against the Raiders.
And if it's a tight end premium league, he's definitely not fucking us. That's for sure.
No.
Because let's see, what does he have? And
but
he's got over 370 in our.
Ask me how many Kelseys I have in non-tight end premiums. All of them. Or ask me how many of them redrafts is in the dance or in the chip. None.
Yep, I've only got one.
You got at least one.
I got three. I got 3 redrafts. That's it. in the championship. That's why I said like a week ago, it's way easier to win a championship in a redraft. Because it's way easier for me to lose it as well.
I don't know. That's always an argument. I'm always gonna be on whatever opposite side because there's a case to be made. Whichever side you take. You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know. I feel like Dynasty kind of eliminates the luck factor because you just it's not like you're lucky that you have all this depth if your guys start getting hurt. It's more like lucky if you just stay healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't make any sense.
And nobody stayed healthy in any of our dynasties this year. For sure.
So
damn it, Antonio. He said feeling way better now. He said the flu.
He said he was down for the count for the last couple of days.
Damn it. Yeah, that sucks. This is prime flu season, that's for sure. Last couple of years, I was
talking to him about Italians yesterday, right? He's a real Italian, and it's funny because my brother-in-law's Italian, so I'm always asking him the same dumbass question. But I'm like, yo, why do the motherfuckers live so goddamn long in Italy, bro? And I think it's Sardinia. Am I saying that right? This island, this island specifically in the entire world, they have the most recorded centennials. So they got 100-year-olds like a motherfucker over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they eating, B?
It's great. I'm sure they're not eating fast food.
They got homemade McDonald's.
Song said Laporta or Eckler in the 22.
Laporta.
That's where I'm leaning right now.
Eckler
still does get solid
smash
points.
He's in a quote-unquote smash spot.
Uh-oh, Antonio said, I got one of those. I think I was 7-7 in the 20. Nice. Tino said, where does Russ go? Man, the possibilities are endless. Everyone with a shitty team. Go ahead, Bogey.
Back to Seattle.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I could see
it could be. It could be. I mean, they'd be getting them way cheaper than what they sent them off for. That's for sure. I think the Falcons.
I like that one a lot. That's not fair. That's not fair. There's a correlation there.
Oh, what's the correlation?
He played under Shane Waldron, who's a product of
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Arthur Smith, who's a product of Matt LaFleur, and you know what I mean? It's just all, the terminology is just the whole tree. It's he's played under that somewhere under that tree at one point or another. So
what about the Commandos? They're obviously not sold on all. I mean, those would be great. It'd be great for our fantasy pieces.
Commander Russ.
Oh.
It's a drop.
Please just let him go to one of those. Or what if we get that's just what I was gonna say. What if we get Kirk Cousins leaving and they just want someone? I guess they're literally the exact same age though. So, but I guess Kirk is an old 34 though. But maybe Russ is just 134.
You know what's funny is that between those two, they only have one major injury each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happens to be this year for Kirk though. Not good timing.
And it's an Achilles. And a couple years ago it was the fucking middle finger or whatever it was.
Yeah.
For Russ.
Yeah. Yeah. Song said he's laughing. He said the Vikings. They're not. I mean, we don't know 100% if they're going to re-sign Kirk or not. It's still up in the air. I know that. See, for someone like Justin Jefferson, I'm sure he doesn't want to go from Kirk Cousins to fucking Hall or whatever.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, if I was Justin Jefferson, I'm campaigning for Cuzzo, and I'm campaigning against bringing in Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he probably would call his homies up. Man, let me call Cortland, bruh. Hey, Cortland, bruh, what's up with Rep, man? That guy's a weirdo, bruh.
Antonio said anywhere but the Jets. We don't want him dying.
I mean, can you imagine that? He reunites with Nathaniel Hackett. We all know how well that went.
Yeah,
if there's anyone that'll speak against Russ, he'd be like, fuck that guy, he got me fired.
That ain't happening. And Kyle, he said, you guys make it to any of your fantasy Super Bowls? Hell yeah, I'm in 10. And then I got 4 teams that are fighting for the for the big best ball tourney. Throw in how many championships you made it to, and everyone else, throw it in. How many championship games?
I made it to 5. Nice. 5 times. Yeah.
Let's get it.
I had 11 chances. I had 11 chances at a trip to the Super Bowl. 5 out of 11. Let's go.
Whoa. Peacock said rest to Pittsburgh. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. The reason why I went to the NFC teams is because I think it will be via trade. I don't buy in that they're just going to cut him.
I mean, Atlanta. Then there's Minnesota. I mean, that's pretty Washington. That's pretty much it. I think
Long said 4 if you count the wafers leagues. Hell yeah, the wafer leagues count. I know it's a free league, but at least it's I mean, shit, if you're in the championship and you score the highest points and you get that fucking wafers Letterman's jacket, that's gonna be doper than any fucking prize that you got. That's a fire ass fucking prize. And if you win the division,
it's the leather, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it. That's right.
Yeah, they got they spared no expense. It's like a fucking, $300 jacket, some shit. It's got all the different patches on it. Oh, Peacock, if you're listening, we got to get we have to get the 420 crew to wafers, like the one that you have with like the nug and the 420 crew, the one you done up for us.
I think he needs the
we want to get it as a pack. Yeah, so I don't the PNG probably.
Yeah, where it's like the skin. What do they call that? Help me out here, Peacock.
Yeah, so but we wanna get
the silk screen.
we want to get it for as a patch, like on there. They could put somewhere on the wafers jacket. That'd be hella dope. Because it's the 420 crew wafers collab on this.
You ever seen that movie where Russell Brand, he's like a rich ass kid? He just goes around just buy, like, and then the beginning of the movie, he just pulls up. He's driving the Batmobile from Batman Returns. He's just hella rich. He just buys all. Then he's going to an auction and he's like bidding on fucking it's the suit that that Abraham Lincoln, the suit and top hat combo that he wore during his Emancipation Proclamation speech, and he's like bidding on it. Then the next scene, you see me skipping down the street, he's wearing it. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was that rich, I'm buying all kind of fly shit like that.
Peacock said 2 Super Bowl matchups for him. Nice. So Song said 3 for him, 4 if you count the wafers. Definitely counts. Ooh, Joe says 1 of 1. Nice. It's hard when you only play in one league to get in that championship in the one league. So yeah, let's get that dub.
Let's go get that chipper.
Antonio said 3. WWF 3, 6, and 20. Nice.
Playing against him in that 20.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't make the playoffs in 6, and I didn't make the playoffs in 3. It's like literally a week 14 loss that kicked me out of the playoffs in each of those. And Emil said even the Bears might want rest. Maybe. I'm not
doing that. You know why? What they're doing is either because they're gonna bring it. I'm of the mindset they're bringing a new regime, and the decision is: do we get another weapon, trade this pick, or do we keep Fields?
I don't think that one would happen.
Fields,
it would suck. It would suck for fantasy for us. There's no weapons over there. I mean, you got DJ Moore, but still, like that's it.
And honestly, I think it's like an Eric Bieniemy is going to be one of those interesting names if they don't like offer him the job first outright in Washington, right? And I think Eric Bieniemy will view. I mean, if you look at it, look at some of the job interviews he took before. It was with Houston. right? They didn't give it to him because it's probably just Rooney Rule shit. They're like, all right, interview the black dude. You know what I mean? But then it was also before he took the job with Washington, he got interviewed with Baltimore, and they ended up going with Todd Monken, whatever the fuck his name is, and then he went on to take the job with his old pal Ron Rivera over there in Washington. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that they're boys too. Like apparently Ron Rivera is one of the guys who gave him his first coaching gig as a running backs coach. Okay. You know what I mean? Because that's the elk that he comes from. Is a you know what I mean? But so it is kind of crazy. Like he morphed into this prolific play caller with a crazy passing game. When he had Mahomes at least. So I mean, look at the jobs he was trying to acquire. You know what I mean? With Houston when they had Watson, with Baltimore to call plays for Lamar. Wouldn't Fields be fucking awesome with Bieniemy?
Probably.
Yeah, right.
And Titan said only 2. I suck again. One of them.
That's awesome. That's more than one. What the fuck?
And one of them's the Reaper League.
I mean, his league.
And Johnny said 59 out of 102, but he said most are shitty free sleep.
Oh my god, bro! I'm rooting for you Titans because I just thought of something. I don't think he has seen an L at all that year and this year, right? In that league.
Debo? Yeah, he hasn't.
He's perfecto.
Yeah.
Let's top this off. Let's put a nice cherry on top. Take the soul of this guy.
That's all he's done. Your soul is mine.
That's
all Titans doing. Playing the Shang Tsung role over there.
I can see Titans with dye his hair jet black, fucking grow it out, tie it back.
Mark over here on Facebook. He said, Alex, I need your expertise and advice, please. Championship game. Oh man, so he's having to set the whole lineup. Here we go. All right. 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, and 2 flexes. Well, I guess he's set on the QB, whoever that is. But he's got Mostert, Zeke, Singletary, Chuba, Zamir White, CEH. And I'm just going to remind you, outside of these Thursday games, make sure you're coming back because there's a lot of
things he has to monitor with this one.
Yeah, for sure. And
the 2 plays to me are Zamir and Clyde, but that has a lot of things to bank on. You know what I mean? Otherwise, right. Chuba's in there because he's playing Jacksonville, and I think Sanders got like a knee sprain or something.
I know it's not that good, but I still
not good at all.
Mostert though, like I mean,
Mostert.
As long as he plays, like because I know
that's what I'm saying. Up, right? If he plays, he's in there. Like it's.
I mean, come on, he scored too many touchdowns. Too many touchdowns.
Would be him and Clyde actually for me. And like who I want to play, and then but if not, then it's Singletary and Mostert and or Chuba. This is why this one's difficult, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, because I'm going Mostert and CEH. That's how I'm leaning with those 2 running backs. The 2 wide receivers out of Cooper, Garrett Wilson, Nico, DK.
Those 3.
We
need 2.
Yeah, I'll go Cooper and DK.
Yeah,
and then 2 flexes, so that would be.
If we get CJ Stroud back, I'm okay. I'd play.
Well, here, but hold on, we got 2 more.
Amari Cooper.
We got 2 more flexes, so let's just say that for now.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And then we got out of the flexes, it would be Zeke, Singletary, Chuba, Zamir White, Garrett Wilson, Nico, Kelsey. I'm just gonna throw Kelsey in there, like fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean. Who's this other tight end? It's a Kittle or something.
And I'll probably go Nico for that other one, assuming it's Stroud.
Yep.
There we go.
That's a 10-team league like a motherfucker.
Let's see. And Chris, what up? He said championship game. Need some opinions on my options. Got Kyler, Flacco, and Mayfield on waivers. Oh, got Kyler and Flacco and Mayfield is on waivers. Okay. So
it'd be Mayfield for me.
Over who? Kyler, right?
That's just who I'd play, yeah.
Oh, it's probably a single QB league.
Yeah, I mean, like
Bogey in the Matrix. And Titan said trying to go to 2 of the 3 ships in the best ball, man. I mean, well, you're in the championship, but yeah, you got to be in the top 14 to get the payout. And Kyle said I got a split team and a 5K payout, 500 entry, 1K goes towards the trophy, party supplies, and for the end of the year party. Nice, includes a draft party at the beginning of the year. Nice. Yeah, I did not make the finals in our $600 league, the Hustler Green Bowl. Man, I just caught like injury after injury. It was sucks, man. Like fucking $600 league, and ends up being like my most like injury plagued like season. Yeah, so the biggest payout that I'm fighting for right now is the best ball, where 3,000 to the for the top prize. All right, what else do we got? Oh, if you guys have not Zuku said what was the lowest score for best ball? So I just posted in all the leagues who's moving on and who's not. You just have to scroll down a little bit to see the median, and then everybody above that is moving on. But it's like 142 and some change. There was like 2 142 teams that got in, and then 2 142 or 342 teams that did not get in. What up, Sebastian? Broncos, Chiefs, or the Bears, D? Kind of leaning the Broncos here. Yeah, I'm leaning Broncos. Let him know, Peacock. He said, go get your Bogard in the Matrix t-shirts on my site. Still extremely relevant design. That is for sure. And let's see. What the hell was I about to pull up? All right. Actually, we're going to get more high. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah, Devo said, cheers, brother. This dab's for you, Devo. You the man. You the man. Oh, I remember what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring up Dabble. Have you guys heard me talking about Dabble yet? So you guys got to get on this. It's super dope. It's it's fantasy parlays, the more or less, the over-unders, you know, all of that. And it's, brand new app. I only learned about it 3 weeks ago, but apparently it's been around for years and years. It's actually higher ranking on the App Store than FanDuel and DraftKings. I was wondering why that shit was so high. It's because I had it on the highest setting. That's why I was burning crazy hot. So, click the link. Download the app. Use the 420 crew promo code. And they're going to give you a free $25 just right into your balance just for using our promo code. And then whoo. Sorry guys, fat ass dap. And then you get the free $25 just straight into your account. But if you want to ensure that the 420 crew gets their kickback, you have to do the minimum deposit of $5. That's it. So you're getting a free $25 either way, whether you deposit or not. But as long as you deposit that $5, the show gets the kickback for you depositing, and you're going to get 100 entries into the January raffle.
Guess who just called me?
Who was that?
Jim Harbaugh.
Ooh. Did he leak any information to you?
course.
Let's hear it. What do you do?
I can't say that would make me a bad friend.
Oh man.
That would make me a terrible friend. He called me, what the fuck you talking about? I signed already, bro. My fault, Jim.
Oh man, you pulled the Tyrese move on the Dr. Dre beats.
He's a billionaire. That's how you knew he had mental. You know, they kind of man, they put him, they like audited him and then slapped him with like bipolar shit. Like, you know, and then that was the end of Tyrese.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Here's some of the more or less options here. We'll start with the passing. So this is for tonight's game, obviously. And you can pick.
Oh my God. Do you remember this? Hold on real quick. Tyrese, do you remember when he was going on these rants, talk about Will Smith? I need that money, Will. Do you remember this?
No.
And they're like, oh, Tyrese is having an episode. He's bipolar, blah, blah, blah. Because he's part of them parties, bruh. So he's probably like, Will, I got IRS trouble. I need that money. And Will Smith's like, give him bipolar. Make him bipolar. Because, you know, Will Smith been trying to hide the little breadcrumbs, the little freak off breadcrumbs he's been laying, the little trail. You know what I mean?
So here we go. Let's start with the passing yards here. So we got Joe Flacco, 233.5. I kind of like the over on that because that doesn't have anything to do with touchdowns, and they're going to be throwing it a lot. You haven't been able to run on the Jets like you were in the beginning of the season.
I mean, down there in the goal line, they're giving
And then Trevor Siemian, 177. Ooh. And Tino said he's taking the over on that. I'm not mad at it. I feel like I want the under on Trevor Siemian, though. Let's see. What then even Joe. I mean, it could so easily go under. Rushing yards. Jerome Ford, 46.5. That doesn't seem too bad. Kareem Hunt, 27. I mean, shit. I don't know. I don't even know if when's the last time he's gotten over 27. And then Breece Hall, 43. That's a lot, but Breece could like knock all of that out in like one big ass play. And then Trevor Siemian, 6 yards rushing. He probably gonna be running for his life. Amari Cooper, 58 receiving yards. I'm gonna say more. It's a super, super tough matchup, but Garrett Wilson, 50.5. I'll probably take the under on that one. Njoku, 49. I think I would take the over. Smash the over on that one. Elijah Moore, 32.5. I don't know. Elijah Moore hadn't really been handling. Who else? Breece Hall, 31 receiving. That's not too shabby. Tyler Conklin, 29.5. Cedric Tillman, 23. Xavier Gibson, 18.5. Jerome Ford, 14. And Jason Brownlee, 12.5. Crazy. Passing touchdowns, Trevor Siemian. It's a half on more or less. I bet he throws one. Receptions, Njoku, 5. Ooh, that's kind of high, but it's crazy how he's like the highest one on here. Breece Hall, 4. Elijah Moore, 3. Cedric Tillman, 2. Xavier Gibson, 2. Joe Flacco, 36 pass attempts. Trevor Siemian, 32s, the more or less. Completions, Joe Flacco, 21.5. Trevor Siemian, 18.5. Passing yards plus rushing yards. Joe Flacco, 235.5. Trevor Siemian, 186.5. Joe Flacco's is like the exact same pretty much. Rushing attempts, Breece, 14. Jerome Ford, 12.5. Receiving plus rushing. See, this one would be cool to do with the all-purpose action. 78.5 for Breece. 64.5 for Jerome Ford. 58 for Amari Cooper. And hey, our man Devo got signed up over there. There we go. 100 entries for our man Devo. Let me go mark this down. Devo getting on the dabble. All right. Yeah. So anybody who signs up and then deposits at least $5, you are going to be getting 100 entries into the January raffle. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, and they got IDP on here as well. So they got total tackles. So they got Quincy, that's 4.5, CJ Mosley, 4.5, Tony Adams, 3.5, Jordan Whitehead, 3.5. And then assisted tackles. Wow, this is crazy. So you got the tackles, I'm assuming solo, and then the tackle plus assisted, and you got CJ Mosley with 3, Joker with 2, and then assists plus tackles, you got CJ Mosley with the 7.5, Quincy 7.5, Joker 6. I would take the over on Joker, and then Tony Adams and Jordan Whitehead. And then longest passing completion, Joe Flacco 35.5, Trevor Siemian 30. So you pick the over, the more or less on that. Longest reception, 22.5 for Amari Cooper, 19 Garrett Wilson, and just so on and so forth. And then longest rush. And then it even has the sacks category as well. For the IDP, it has Zendarius Smith on there with a 0.5 sack. He's been pretty solid. It's just, is Garrett gonna leave any meat on the bone? Like that's what it comes to a lot. All right. All right. And then what else do we got to talk about? Shit, we brought up all the news that had been going on over the last couple days. And Tina said, "Tell me why." Well, let me tell you why I like Simeon and what I'm looking for when I bet. If you look at Simeon and Flacco's passing attempts, they're about the same, but Simeon's yards are low for that many attempts. It's a better.
His A dot was like 4 yards.
Yeah.
So he had like 47-ish pass attempts, something like that. All super short.
Oh, and Tino said you guys mentioned how Dak's about to be the highest paid. Man, I just don't believe it. So
I do. But you know what a fucking dickhead move it is. CD's like, bro, I'm trying to give it CD. Me first.
What's going to be wild is when they don't retain all the linemen, though. Like, that's what's going to mess up.
I mean, they're all getting old, too. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
They're all
breaking down.
Yeah, mid-30s, right? Fucking, not mid-30s, like early. They're old, man. It's really Martin and what's his name, Smith?
You can't take her home. She's too old. That's another one we got to get for the old guys.
Look at her. She's old. She's so old.
Oh, man. Fucking Happy Gilmore.
That was a cool little... I wonder how they did that. If they had like a drone shot or something. Like a throwback drone and just speed it up. You know, every time he hits the fucking golf ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's probably not even a drone. It's probably them flying on a helicopter or some shit.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long the drones have been like, a thing for all the Hollywood movies, because
Unless they had like one of them long ass poles, just, you know what I mean?
Nah, fuck no.
I mean, I'm just saying they done shit like that. Like, this is old cinema. You know what I mean? This is like mid '90s, where it's like, and I mean, unless they was already doing. I mean, I doubt they did CG for that at all.
Right. Unless it's all fake. I mean, that could be a thing. Maybe the trees and all the house and everything are fake just for that spot.
Minis, mini.
Yeah,
little mini models.
Bake's in the house. What up? He said, "Good morning, my brothers. Right in time for a dab."
Good morning, my good brother.
And Titan said, "Rest to the Titans to die."
That would be tight.
Would it be
for Russ? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, think about this. It's about going somewhere where you're like, there's not too many divisions that are like wide open, but the Souths are. You know what I mean? Yeah. AFC and NFC, and like, I guess like I can't say that for the AFC South, because next year then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, then you got 4 teams or 3 other teams outside of the Titans that are like on paper just going to be looking better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really excited anywhere for Russ to go for fantasy unless it's like Atlanta or Minnesota.
Or the Commandos. That'd be good.
There you go. I forgot about that one. Yeah, Commander Russ. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one, actually.
And the Raminator.
Eric the Enemy. Ooh, that would be tight.
Yeah, the Raminator. He said, y'all think it'll help if I'm against CMC and Brandon Ayuk when I have Purdy over Tua. I mean,
Purdy over Tua regardless. Like, here's the thing. Whatever that guy does doesn't have anything to do with your lineup. You put up the best lineup that you think possible. Them other motherfuckers that have nothing to do with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're not
the way it helps you,
offsetting anything.
The way it helps you is if Purdy scores more than Tua, and like that, then you had him in your lineup. That's the way.
And you just become a Debo Samuel fan in that aspect. For you personally, he's like, throw to Debo and Kittle. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can't. That's don't ever let that curb your decision making. That's the stupidest thing. It's fine. We all went through that at one point or another.
Yeah, you just got to put your best foot forward with the lineup. And Bake said, my girl and I always use that movie reference while referring to the old people. You can't take her house. Look at her. She's old. She's too old. And Tina said, I'm sick of rest. You are? A flip mode squad is dangerous. Way too dangerous. Flip mode squad is dangerous. Oh, man. Down 4 points. Got St. Brown, Saquon, Ken Walker, Cole Kmet, Bills D, not sure. To start, Zay Flowers, Zamir White, if Josh Jacobs is out, or DeMarcus Robinson. Tina said you can't play Purdy because you need the 49ers to do bad. Oh, man. And Titan said, hope we lose out for a top O line. Where are the Titans at? Titans are 8-7. So what is that right now? Like, if it was just to start right now, they would be pick. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they would be no higher than 15. There would be no higher than 16. And I don't even know how the breakdowns would work between all those 8 and 7 teams right now, because there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still 8 and 7 teams in the NFL right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. It's Thursday. Everyone do your lineup sweeps. Make sure you take care of that, because we got to make sure that we do not leave anyone on the bench who should be in the starting lineup on Thursday. And we don't want to leave anybody in the starting lineup on Thursday who should be on the bench. So, yeah, we got to make those moves. And what Titans say, I've seen a lot of mocks with Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Patriots. Makes me sad to see him die. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Would the Patriots pick him number one? Like, that's what's crazy. Because, yeah, I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world. And what up, Matt D? He said, y'all taking questions, and I don't know the Twitch rules. Yeah, go ahead and throw them in. Throw in those questions. Yeah, we've been answering questions all morning. We're still doing a lot of smoking in between the questions and during the questions as well. But yeah, we got Raminator. Y'all starting Pickens this week. If it's Mason Rudolph, which it should be, I don't know how we can't start Pickens.
I'm okay with it. I mean, you know, it's crazy, bro. They're like benching Reek Woolen and shit.
What'd you say? They what?
They've been like benching Reek Woolen.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, well, he pissed somebody off over there. And the rookie is still going crazy, right? But yeah. They've been trusting that rookie to go one up on opposing number ones. You know what? You know why he works well with Mason Rudolph? Because Mason Rudolph just chucks it up there, and like all George Pickens does is make highlight reel catches. Like, it's like you can't hit him with a precise pass, putting it right on him. You need to put it like somewhere where he has to make a fucking crazy acrobatical catch. I'm all about it.
So Reek, he played 100% of snaps this last week, and he was the only cornerback to do so. But then it was the week before that he only played 28 snaps.
That was the one. Okay, that was the one. So he's back in the good graces.
Well, I mean, it was all. I mean,
because they were benching him for series, like entire series.
I mean, that had to be the only week in the last since week 13 that happened, though, because he's been 98 or above those other games.
I think that's the last time I paid attention to it, probably.
And the Raminator said Pickens over Zay Flowers, though. Well, see, you just said it. Are y'all starting Pickens this week? So in a vacuum, I said, yeah. Would I start Pickens over Zay Flowers? I probably still would.
Playing the Dolphins? Nah, I'll play in Zay. I'm just going to attach myself to something I think it'll be a higher scoring game. I think this is a run-heavy game with the Seahawks versus the Steelers, but like, yeah, will he make get a couple big shots down the field for Pickens? Of course, that's his role. He's not a out of the slot over the middle guy traditionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like a real X receiver.
Niner said Russ will be a decent QB for Minnesota or the Patriots next year. What do y'all think?
I don't know if they go the Patriots route.
Yeah,
because like I mean,
it's just like the exact opposite of anything the Patriots have ever done.
Yeah, and I don't think there's an attractive enough job for him to leave to now, unless that Chargers thing ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows if that's Fugazi or not, right?
Because you know what would be cool? Belichick over there, and he literally brings over Josh McDaniels, and then I'm okay with whatever they do because I know at least running backs will get passing work. And fucking, they're gonna have a dominant slot guy, whoever that might be, for PPR purposes, and like we should get some good QB play under a, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit. I'm not gonna put any water in Josh McDaniels as a head coach. He sucks. That's one. As an offensive coordinator, though, it's a different story.
Crispy, throw it in. I don't see.
Dang, what if Belichick goes to Chicago?
Crispy, I don't see what question you're talking about where it was asking Bogey for advice in the 21. Can you just throw it in again?
Who was that, Titans?
Crispy.
Oh, Crispy. I'm playing against them.
Not in the 21.
Yeah, I think I am.
No, you're not, because I'm in the 21.
Yeah, I'm playing against them for the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
And,
lost. That was the 334.73. I lost to 334.83. Any stat corrections? Fuck. No one wants to see my team in there. I fucked that up. Played fucking. I had Mullins in there, and I said, you know what? I'll be back. I'm gonna put Trevor Lawrence in, and that's stayed put.
But yeah, throw it in getting crispy. Matt D, I got Puka and Bijan locked in, but still need one wide receiver, one running back, two flexes. Wide receivers are Smith, Adams, Pittman, Higgins.
Hey, did you go and marking down who had the highest scoring thing? Is that in the pin post too?
I went through everyone and I said who was the highest scorer and who had the I don't think I pinned the post though, but it was I posted it all there yesterday.
I know I won a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
And
I know 20. I know 20. I won both side pots for sure. I looked at that one. Yeah, I got it in 6. I got most points in 16, but I didn't win the fucking the side chip.
well, but most it's only in the ones with the higher buy-ins. Most points aren't in every single league. The side pots in every single league.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, how do we know if it has it?
Well, it was it's either is it the 75 or the 50 buy-in, pretty much. Like that's
you mean 81?
Yeah, 81 or the 55. So if it's the cheaper buy-in of the two,
I'm only in. I think I want to say I'm only in. I'm not in any of the 55s. I don't think.
Yeah, you are, because number 7 and
7 is okay.
15.
I'm not in 15.
Well, whichever one you just said right before that.
16 is not though. 16 is 16's at 81.
No, it's not. 17 is.
Are you sure? Because
I'm 1,000,000% positive, because number 1 and 2, those are the big buy-ins. 3 through 9, those are not. That was year 1. Year 2, 10 through 12, those are the big buy-ins. 13 through 16 is not. Those were the year 2 ones. And then this year, all of
13 wasn't one of the ones I remember distinctly. That was 135 out the gate.
No, it wasn't. Number 12 was the last one. That was there was only 3 that year with the big buy-in. Then this year it was all of them with IDP that were the 135s.
Okay.
You're probably thinking this year, because this year all of them were, except for the offense only.
Word.
So let's see. Let's go back to Matt's question here. So Smith, Adams, Pittman, Higgins. Got to pick one. Kind of want to lean Pittman, assuming that he plays, but yeah, there's a couple question marks here either way, so make sure you're coming back. But I'll say Pittman. Who are you picking out of those for?
My bad, I blanked out because I was thinking about what I want to order. What was it?
Smith, Adams, Pittman, Higgins.
Smith, Adams, Pickens, and Higgins. How many?
1.
B. Smith.
And then 1 RB out of Connor, Brees, Saquon, Zeke.
The only reason I'm not playing Higgins in that last one is because there is no Chase, I'm sure, and Legere Sneak.
We still got 2 flexes to go still.
Okay.
Connor, Brees, Saquon, or Zeke. Only choosing one.
Brees. Connor's okay, but no, I don't like Connor. It's Brees. I'd rather play Brees against a bad matchup than Connor against one.
Yeah,
and I guess they've been kind of terrible against the run this past 2 weeks. People are getting up to that second level at least. That's considered terrible to me for the Eagles.
I'll put Brees in that one also, and then 2 flexes out of Smith, Adams, Higgins, whichever one we didn't pick. I picked Pittman.
I had Smith,
Connor, Saquon, Zeke.
It'd be Zeke playing again. Who's New England playing? Oh, they're playing the Bills. It'd be
I'm going. Devonta Smith would be one of them.
I had Smith as my other one, so
No.
can't
I'm
remember.
going to go Smith and Adams. So it'd be Pittman, Smith, and Adams for the wide receiver and the 2 flexes for me.
Yeah, let's go pick on Indy's secondary.
And then 49ers are the Rams. 49ers.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with the Rams too.
Yeah.
Rams are, Saquon is in a really terrible matchup here. Like they've been giving up receptions to running backs, but they haven't been giving up too much yards on the ground in the past month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nick
So
said Eckler a safe start in the Super Bowl. Hell no, he's not a safe start in the Super Bowl.
Who?
Eckler?
No, he hasn't been a safe. If you made it to where you're at now, you made it in spite of Eckler. So, where do I think of him? Like he probably puts up flex numbers. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. I mean, you just have to not expect him to be Eckler. We haven't seen that Eckler since week 1.
Yeah.
Literally. Since week 1, we haven't seen the Eckler that we're used to. This is the Eckler we should be used to right now. You know what I mean? Just got to remind yourself. He's not a sit over most guys, though, at all.
Yeah. And what Tino said, they won't let me put Wilson and Simeon back because they're on the same team. Oh, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, if you're gonna do I think you have to when these sites, they're only gonna let you, if you're gonna do like the legs or different legs, they only let you put one from each game.
Nah, not this, because
Not
he's
this
put.
one? Okay,
I mean, he showed me one right now where he's got because it's only one game. It's only one game. That's it. But he's got Flacco, Ford, Hunting, and Joku, and then he's got Simeon and Brees Hall.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
But I wonder why I won't let him do the Wilson and Simeon. Well, that's kind of weird.
It's probably, I don't know. Maybe they this is how they limit shit.
Crispy said, I'm guessing that Russ isn't playing. No, didn't we already say that? He's been benched for the last 2 games.
That's what he was going to ask.
Oh, yeah. Russ is not. He's not playing.
Yeah.
Charter. What up, Charter? Charter's in a few. All 3 of your teams made it to the championship, Charter? Did all 3 of these make it? Because you put in question for each team. He said 2 RBs out of Brees, Pacheco, Chandler, B-Rob, Kyren, A-Chain, Walker, Aaron Jones. Walker and Brees.
Yep.
And then actually, no, I'm going to go Walker and Kyren.
Like Aaron Jones.
No, I'm going to go Walker and Kyren.
Oh, shit, he has Kyren there? What the fuck? You play Kyren and Walker. Like, that's the guy you just don't take out of your lineup when you talk about Kyren right now. You know what I mean? Like, Kyren is way safer than an A-Chain. A-Chain, in the games he got massive workloads. It's crazy. It's only been in the blowouts. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're beating him up. Go get him, kid. You know what I mean? Just put a pilot on him, kid.
And let's see, 1 wide receiver out of Ayuk, Rice, Keenan Allen, Nico. I mean, Allen's not going to play. It's probably going to be Nico.
Oh, we only pick one? Okay, yeah. I'll play Rice.
And then 2 flexes out of who's left. So that's Brees, Pacheco, Chandler, B-Rob, A-Chain, Aaron Jones.
Oh, wow. Hold on. I'm with you, Nico, because we're going to have Stroud back. I forgot. And it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead. Continue.
And then Ayuk, Rice, Nico. So for his other 2.
For me and Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I got to play all of them. Ayuk, Rice, and Nico. Let's go.
There you go. All right. Team 2. 2 running backs. Mixon, Kyren, Jacobs, Pacheco, Chandler, B-Rob. Kyren.
Mixon and Kyren for me.
Yeah, we don't even know if Jacobs or Pacheco are going to play. I'm leaning like both those guys probably out, right? And then
it could change tomorrow if we like get some practice reports or something. Like I'm moving with I'm just moving like we're not gonna have Pacheco and then Jacobs. They aren't mathematically eliminated. That's the little sliver. Like I'm like, well, okay, maybe they make a push to get him out there.
And then one wide receiver out of Keenan, Lockett, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Deontay Johnson, Rice, Jacoby Myers. I'm leaning Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still got 2 flexes out of everybody who's left. So Ayuk and Rice.
There it is.
All right, last one for Charter. And Charter said, "Hell yeah, all 3 made the championship." There we go. Nice.
Let's go, Charter.
I think it was where you were only in 3, right? So he made it in 3 of 3. Fire. And let's see. Team 3. Tua or Stroud? Stroud.
Yep.
2 RBs. JT, Eckler, Swift, A-Chain, Kyren, Pacheco, Walker. Kyren and Walker.
Yep.
2 wide receivers out of Keenan Allen, Nico Pittman, AJ Brown.
Damn, Swift is playing Arizona.
And then 1 flex out of all those as well. I think I'm just going Nico Pittman and AJ Brown. Like those are the 2 wide receivers in the flex right there.
I'm with it.
Go to war.
The Nico thing, if he doesn't play, Swift for me.
And Janny the Goat on Twitch.
I mean, Nico is playing. I mean, if CJ Stroud doesn't play, I'm saying like for some wrong reason.
Yeah. And Janny said, I need help. I'm starting Garrett Wilson or Amari Cooper in my championship. Fuck. Amari Cooper, man. Garrett Wilson. Just no. His upside is like 1 touchdown.
He had 15 targets last week.
How many points did he get?
I think he had like 90 yards or something like that. I forget. I mean, I don't have any Garrett Wilson in playoffs, so I can, I usually
because they all didn't make it. Like
they all died. Playing Garrett Wilson.
Let me see. Hold on. That's in the Hustler Green Bowl. That scoring will not be what we want to look at. Let's see. Yeah, 15 points. 9 for 76.
Okay. It was okay. I knew there was.
Yeah, you look at in the entire season, okay, out of every single game in this entire season, he's broken 20 points 1 time.
1 time.
That's it.
And he's been averaging about 14 to 16 on a regular.
Yeah, it's ugly. So yeah, I'm taking a shot with Amari. Fuck it. At least we know Flacco's so dumb that he's just going to keep throwing it no matter what. And he keeps force feeding it to Cooper. And Jordan on YouTube, he said, I'm playing Kyler and the Jets D this week. Who do I play? Standard scoring McBride or Njoku?
Njoku.
Yeah.
Against this matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, call me crazy, but he's playing. The reason he's asking is because he's about to eat up himself with his defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because Njoku, or you got to hope Njoku doesn't score touchdowns on them. You know what I mean?
Fuck, that's like all he's been doing is scoring.
Exactly.
Touchdowns.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why this is a question. I guess I don't know, man. I don't like the defense then.
He's gotten 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games. Like, I mean, I'm not sitting in Njoku versus a dope ass matchup. Like, sucks that you have the Jets D, for that specific reason. I feel that, but I'd figure out how to get McBride in there also in your flex somehow because he's been killing it also. But
if you subscribe to the notion that it's going to be a lower scoring game tonight, then it'd probably be best to just stay away from it as much as possible outside of the defense. I mean, because his defense is what could make it lower scoring, and Trevor Siemian against the Browns, that's not going to be any good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, take the under tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if the Jets are really a good play for the defense. Like I know that they make big plays.
It's really like they hold teams to lower scores. That's really all it is. And then they have, they're decent in pass rush, and then you know they've gotten some taken away. They got some takeaways.
I know that yards don't count in most, you know, team defense. Like it doesn't make a difference if Joe Flacco throws for 600 yards or whatever, like affecting their score.
Hold on, you talked to Joe? You talked to him? Say he's gonna throw 600 tonight?
Yeah, he's gonna be throwing it like crazy.
Okay.
Cool Joe is.
He told you that? He's not that cool.
Cool Joe's making a comeback.
All right.
But he throws it so much that like they're gonna get into the end zone, like they're gonna score like 2 or 3 touchdowns, like by hook or by crook. Flacco just keeps getting them in.
Here's what scares me. Flacco gets him right down there. They just punch it in with fucking annoying ass Ford tough or Kareem Hunt or something. Because man, they give up rushing touchdowns. The Jets, how many they gave up this year? I bet you they've given up at least 17 rushing touchdowns.
I feel like they've been doing better though against the.
They just gave up 2 to my man Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah,
and they gave up 1.
I guess it was really.
Just gave up 3 last week.
I guess it was the Atlanta and then Miami. Those 2 games specifically that I'm thinking about, because outside of that, they've pretty much been giving up.
Yeah, what have they given up like 17 on the year? Like I'm ballparking here just from memory.
I'm just looking at points, not total touchdowns.
Okay.
Tino said, I got $75 in parlays. Damn you, Huss.
You got that free 25 and he even threw hella on top of it. Let's go.
But
go, twin. That's my twin right there.
So Tino definitely deposited. So we're gonna mark you down for the Tino dabble. But yeah, one thing that I will say is like it's gonna be fun. It's got to do it the right way. Because I would say like not every parlay or not every time that you play should it be like 8 fucking players that you're putting in there. Like it's fun to do that.
I remember.
But I think you should have some 2 and 3s mixed in as well.
At Monkey Knife Fight, the max was ×5, or the max was 5.
Yeah,
like 5 leg.
And it'd be ×20, right?
×20, right? And bro, I hit that shit hella times. And I swear to God, when I say hella, probably at least twice. But like I swear to God, that second time I hit one of those motherfuckers, it just became increasingly difficult to get this bread out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Bakes, hell yeah, it's available in California. Yes, sir. So you can get on it. Let me throw the link
in California.
I think I might have sent it to you as well, Bakes. But just
in California. I put it in one of my if you see anybody that pops up with some African names, let me know, because those are my guys.
Okay.
I told them to text me if they sign up, but like I did definitely have a couple people like, yo, send it. Like I'm like explaining it, and I put that thing you sent.
Yeah.
They're like, send it. And they're like, okay, here it is. You know what I mean? So let's see what it did.
Yeah, and that explained it like pretty well. I mean, anyone who's already
they got confused. They got confused because they're not fucking with the show like that. So like,
right.
What raffle is this? I'm like, nah, that's just it. I'm like, I just copied and pasted. But I'm like, listen, you will get entries into a raffle, but if you're not paying attention, it's not. I mean, we're just gonna pass you over. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. And I was like, I said more than likely, I'm just gonna get those entries for like let's give it to somebody. I'm trying to get Iffy back in the mix. And he just, what's funny is like, I mean, he entered the world of fatherhood like about a year ago. So, you know what I mean? He sees certain things have to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny though. Because like, whenever it's something, I've been there, about to like having no kids, about to have one. And you start like thinking like, yo, your whole life's going to change. Because it is true. But you're like, I can't just like get up in the middle of the night and go out to the club at 1 in the morning. You know what I mean? There's certain things you just can't do anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and me, that's 4 kids later, where it's like, I'm not even going. I don't even get a haircut for like 3 months.
Got you, Tino. He said, save my points for the spaceship, Huss. It's going to come in real handy when...
I'm just trying to tell you, bro, this motherfucker doesn't even know he stood in front of the spaceship already.
And here goes Joe on Facebook.
The sphere, man. The sphere, man.
So Joe says golf or Flacco?
Golf. It's the matchup. I do the work. I do all the proper work. You ready for this? Flacco. He's been averaging at least 42 pass attempts. He's gotten no lower than 42 since he's been the starter. Even in the game that he jumped in like mid-game, right? 42 pass attempts at least. Those games have been kind of tit for tat. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to nitpick, but how many other QBs have thrown at least 42 times against this Jets secondary? Dak and Tua, the first time around. What did Dak and Tua do to the Jets?
Good question.
Not that much. Just saying, not that much. This is where I'm asking you. I did that work. I found the pass attempts. Now show me what they did.
And Titans. Yeah, you cannot in Tennessee. You cannot participate with a dabble just yet.
Oh no! Now people are gonna die because of this. You know how many people he's gonna kill because of this now?
And then Joe has one more: Foreman, Herbert, or Zamir White. Probably leaning. White. I'm leaning Herbert as of now, but
it'd be Zamir White because Herbert was awesome in a positive game script. He's gonna get Foreman back.
Yeah, they got the Falcons though.
Yeah, and they have the Falcons, and Foreman's back, and he was only gone last week because of a personal issue. So it's Zamir White here. I don't think Jacobs goes.
Yeah, I want Zamir White versus the Colts.
Yep, they're not the greatest against the run. They are at home where they play better, but I'm playing Zamir White because
Tino said I knew it was this fear. I just couldn't figure out how to get inside.
Right, he was trying to figure. That's why he was standing outside. He's trying to look at it like, tell me. It's one of those. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Remember in Aladdin, he walked up to that goddamn fucking thing, right? It just opened up. You know what I mean?
Who disturbs my slumber? It is I, Justino. Proceed.
Proceed. They used that same voice on. Yeah. That dude who did that voice, he was also the voice of the Claw.
Okay. On Spectre Gadget.
Spectre Gadget.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and Titan said Mississippi. Okay, yeah, not available in Mississippi either. The only M state is Minnesota that it's available in. And Titan said Purdy is next on the die list.
No, don't you take that back, Reaper. Cut that part out of the show.
And core shit, what up on Twitch? First time chatter.
You know what? You guys are gonna get Russell Wilson next year. Titans. How about that?
He said, which defense would you start? Jags, Broncos, or the goddamn Jets?
Broncos.
Yeah. Yep. Song, Foreman, Roshan, or Chase Brown? I really like Chase Brown here out of these three. Because Herbert's still going to be the lead back out of all those guys, but they're all going to eat into each other.
It'd be I mean, who's Chicago playing? Atlanta? Damn, this is like a losable game for Chicago. That's what I'm saying. Then it'd be like a Roshan game. But then it's like but they're all three healthy for the first time together this year, for real. This is like the first time we're going to see all three of them in the game since like week one. Oh no, week one, Foreman was a healthy scratch. So this is going to be the first. I don't know how it's all going to figure out with a rushing QB on top of all that. So I guess by default, Chase Brown. I'm leaning Roshan though. I don't like it at all. Chase Brown.
It's going to be ugly. And Tina said, for sure, I'm grabbing the carpet. Hella gold and the lamp. The scary lion dude just said, chill. And what Bake said, oh shit, Adam Sandler did the voice for Aladdin, the Billy Madison. Proceed. No, it was, he said it was the guy in Inspector Gadget, not Adam Sandler.
Yeah, when you're, what do they call that thing?
The voiceover?
No, the fucking where he's entering in the Sphinx. Sphinx.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the voice of the Sphinx, right?
Yeah.
Who dares enter? Or whatever the fuck is. Yeah, it's the same voice as the guy. Gadget. You always be mad at her.
Yep. Texan Stevie said, any updates on Keenan? Keenan is not going to play. There's zero reason for him to play. So
Yeah, he's probably already weighing his options out, what his moves next for next year.
Yeah. And just a reminder, because there's a bunch of people watching right now. For anyone who's in the Hustler Leagues, if you do not have your 2024 fees paid for, you must have them paid for to be able to make trades moving forward after this week. And then the what's it called? The payment deadline. So this year it's kind of been a little laxed with when people could pay, but now we're going to have a strict deadline on the free NFL free agency. So I forget what exact date that is, but that's mid-March. And I put it in the bylaws.
It's usually the second week of March.
Because that's when people are going to start wanting to make
the last
trades.
2 years, it was March 16th and 15th. So it's going to be in that range.
Yeah, that's a huge date for the dynasties, because once people start making their way to different teams and shit like that, people are going to want to start trading and everything. So, yeah, that is it's the hard deadline this year for that. Most people, not an issue anyways. And Tino said, if the Giants Lionhead said, don't touch the diamond in the rough. Don't touch it, bro.
But see, you guys are missing the point. He is the diamond in the rough.
And the diamond in the rough.
He's the motherfucking goddamn. Hey, you know what always amazed me? You know, a little Abu. Right? He just, that little hat just stays right on him. You know what I mean?
It's perfectly. Titan said, I really want to see Darnold blow a playoff game.
Man, what the fuck? You're the Reaper. Stop it. Stop reading his comments. Stop it.
Tino said Aladdin, top 3 Disney movie ever.
I have a strong inkling to want to see Cooper Rush now all of a sudden.
I'm with you, Tino. I feel like Aladdin has to be up there like that. Especially because that's the age where we were like still watching Disney movies.
Here's the thing. It was the age of Disney. You had Aladdin, and I forget the order, but it was Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and Lion King, bro. Those are murder right there. Somewhere in the mix, throwing the Goofy movie.
Yeah, Pocahontas was in the mix there too.
Well, that was later. That was the late 90s.
I mean, they were doing. They're making Pocahontas and the Lion King at the same time,
but it was released.
And the Lion King was supposed to.
97. When was Pocahontas released? That's what I'm saying now. You know what I mean? Like they even released
95.
90 for real? Damn. Oh, and then because then this is when Pixar really came in the mix too. 95 with hit him upside the head with Toy Story. You know what I mean? That was, obviously that was Disney's introduction to this other fucking production company, but it was still under Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And fucking Texan Stevie, any news on Jacobs? Man, Jacobs is more than likely not playing. Like, just think they're not. But like Bogey said, they're not mathematically eliminated. Those motherfuckers are eliminated. Like,
come on, bro. I'm just saying, like, they're gonna fight to the end. There's a lot more on the line for them outside. It's like Antonio Pierce want to keep this job. You know what I mean?
Doesn't mean Josh Jacobs is going to play.
Yeah, I know, because he might not be part of the.
I mean, I'd be making
part of the game plan next year.
Why would he not be making business moves at this exact moment? Like, you're already hurt. Like, why come back, get hurt more?
He lived in a car at one point in his life. He's like, I'm never going back to that shit. You guys are trying to make me go out there and hurt myself or some shit. And he's already hurt right now, quote unquote, right? But you know how I rock. Whenever a motherfucker gets to a certain point of the season and he's not paid. He get a little boo-boo, a little paper cut. IR.
And it's not like, you said they're not mathematically eliminated, but I mean, they're one loss away from being mathematically eliminated. And
you think Josh Jacobs comes up
and even if other teams could win and them be mathematically eliminated,
even if they win
because of that, even if they win,
yeah. I'm just saying though, like they're I'm pretty sure that the locker room conversation is we need to go 1-0 every week. Like that's their, you know what I mean? And
For sure.
you know what's funny? Antonio Pierce, this is his coaching method. He comes out at the before every half and he gives his speech. And when he comes out before the second half, he gives a speech like it's the beginning of the game. That's his whole thing. All right, guys, 0-0. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool approach, right?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, just reset. You know what I mean? And they just keep murdering like this the first quarter. Like, you got to be impressed with how that defense has been playing. I know Mahomes has been bad, but man, that shit was crazy, bro. Like they were just in that backfield all the time.
Yeah.
And the one time that he threw a touchdown to Justin Watson, they were rushing 3. It was funny because they were rushing 4 all the time, every time. Boom, boom. You know what I mean?
When did Antonio Pierce take over? After they got shut out, right? Or was he coaching then already? Or was he the head coach?
He was there already. But you got to admit that defense kept them to 3 points. So that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? They kept Minnesota to 3 points. He was there already. I'm trying to remember the first game it was, bro. It's been a minute already. Week 9, 10?
I mean, either way, the shellacking they put on the Chargers and then beating the Chiefs. I mean, divisional games, man. It's a way to put yourself on the map as someone who deserves.
Well, they got the Colts. They got the Colts this week, who are they're in equally a must-win spot here to stay alive.
Yeah,
but I don't. Raiders historically don't travel well. Period. Unless it's
and you know what's funny? Antonio Pierce, he drives a 6'4". Someone. He
comes through, parks his car on the 3 wheels.
It's not black. It's not black and silver though. I'll tell you that much.
He grew up a Raiders fan.
He may have. Oh, why is this not?
You think they talked to Al Davis with a Ouija board? Because I feel like they've been running their organization like he never died.
There you go.
He does it like he's a fan still. See, that's how they do that shit. I hate that shit. It's just annoying.
And yeah, man, he's got the team like. I mean,
Niners do the same shit though. You go to a Niners game, that's all you hear. Niners.
Oh yeah. I'm just talking about him in the locker room right now. I mean, that's one way that you're gonna get a team winning is if they're buying into whatever your culture is. And he's definitely got peeps buying in.
A little bit, so you don't wake up with me.
And Peacock said, "Let's go smack the Colts."
Raiders. He's over here doing the chant.
It's funny. Tino said, "You hear this in Oakland, you get the fuck out of there." And Texas Stevie said, "I need 500 yards and 5 touchdowns from Josh Allen." Man, well, who else do you have? You don't have any replacements for Keenan Allen and Josh Jacobs. They haven't played in weeks. When's the last time Keenan Allen played? It's been a few weeks. Josh Jacobs missed at least the last 2 games, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's like you gotta have some kind of replacements like in there.
All right.
All right.
Boy, he's the number 1.
Tina said, "My bad." Bang bang. Oh. Oh man, and Tino, it's because they're all chanting for Big Cock Brock, right? That's what it is.
I mean, he's a one-woman man. All the ladies is yelling Big Cock Brock. All the gay men, all of them.
Yeah.
They love BCB. We got BMB and BCB, bro.
Yeah, what the hell was that? You remember on was it Nothing to Lose with Chris Tucker and fucking Charlie Sheen? He's giving a speech or whatever. No, he's talking to the he's talking to Charlie Sheen's fiance, and He's like, oh yeah, James, yeah, he's all the girls, man. He was with all the girls, and then Charlie Sheen cuts in, all the girls, all the guys. I fucked them all.
Them all. He's pissed right there. Remember? He goes in there, just shut the fuck up, don't say nothing. He goes in there, hey. He goes off with the dad. Remember, he's looking out the window. He sees him. He's hopping in the car today. He's like, what the fuck? Motherfucker's going to the auction. You know what he wants, man? He wants a dope ride. We don't do dope in this family. Nah, man.
not dope.
He wants a ride. He wants a ride. A ride where? My chauffeur will take him anywhere. Ah, man, like a classic car.
So funny, fucking classic.
I know people sleep on that one. I think like when Charlie Sheen came out with having fucking HIV and like it's like, oh, I'm not paying these whores off to keep their mouth quiet anymore, and and the whole winning campaign and him, him literally telling the executives at the network, fuck the Jewish people, and they're all Jewish, and then it was done for him. He was all the way done. I feel like that's why people just kind of sleep on his movies, man. I mean, like, and if you ask me, I think the one dope movie that I would put where, like, it would have to be Platoon. You know what I mean? Outside of that, it's like, it's money talks for me, and otherwise, I'm just like, I mean, I guess Hot Shots they have their moments, but I remember talking with Charlie Sheen like that. What did he do? He did like the scary movies. Did he do some of them too, like later on?
Yeah, so I think like 3 and 4 maybe.
I remember that movie Chase. You ever seen that movie? It's from the 90s.
That was whatever. Yeah, that was whatever.
It was super whack. How unrealistic is that? How much gas do you even have in that fucking car? Just driving, right? The cops are on him. He starts fucking the bitch while he's driving. So unrealistic.
I mean, he did do Major League, so I mean that's all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I forgot. Duh. It's Platoon in Major League. There it is.
Let's see.
That's his legacy. And Money Talks is a close third. I'd say it's my 2B. And 2A, Major League's 2B. I don't think I've ever sat through, or at least I don't remember it well. The Major League.
Yeah, he was totally in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Totally forgot about that.
Oh shit, that's right. He was the homie. Yeah, but it wasn't about him in there.
Drugs.
Of course.
Like, no thanks. I'm straight. And he's like, what are you in here for? And then I'm in here because my brother is like something. Okay, that's cool. She's like, what are you in here for? Drugs.
That's why he's asking people. My high school had the.
Hey, Derek, salute.
What's up, Derek?
What up, Derek? Let's see what else. Wall Street. I mean, that was a good one.
Shit, that's right. He was in there too. Damn, I'm sleeping on Charlie Sheen all of a sudden. Pause. Big pause.
So 8 Men Out.
Away pause.
I mean, 8 Men Out. That's one that I always forget about. I mean, it was a 1988 movie, but it's depicting the fucking the Black Sox that threw the fucking through the World Series game.
They got Black Sox. So they got Black Sox, White Sox, and Red Sox in it.
Well, so they were the I think they were the White Sox, but they dubbed them the Black Sox after
that year because they threw the thing.
Yeah. Now let's see. Men at Work. I mean, that was a classic one with Emilio.
Oh, with his brother?
Yeah,
They so look like brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Emilio was like, fuck it, I'm gonna dye my hair though.
You know what movie? Like, it was so horrible that I couldn't even like, I just heard it was so bad that I didn't even want to give it a chance. And really, if you just watch like the fucking the trailer for it, man, this is like so fucking stupid. It was 9/11.
Oh, they made him a 9/11 movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like I remember all those movies that came out that were based on the 9/11, but I didn't even know that there was one called 9/11.
Yeah.
They bought the rights.
The show that he did after getting kicked off of 2.5 Men, Anger Management, that one was pretty solid.
Who was the Jewish bride with the big ass jumblies on that fucking 2.5 Men? What was her name? The character? She was the crazy neighbor.
Rose.
Rose. There was another one. There was this gay sitcom back in the day, Will and Grace.
Uh-huh.
And was she on there too?
I don't
She
know.
was younger.
Never watched Will and Grace.
Okay, because I used to watch it because they had this fucking hot brunette Jewish chick, big ass titties. I swear to God, it was the same one. She was just older now as Rose. Big ass titties.
Bandito Rock or Bandito Rack. How you feeling about the Lions at the Cowboys this week? Also a must win for the Lions. I think the Cowboys have kind of been fucking up a little bit lately.
Well, they're at home. They're at home, and they before the Eagles game at home, they were the Cowboys for my bad. At home, the Cowboys before that Eagles game averaging 40 points a game on offense, or just 40 points a game as a team. When they scored 33, that was the lowest they scored at home this year, and that was against fucking the Eagles. So the Lions, they definitely got that going. I mean, you know, road Dallas sucks for them, but now they're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to win this game so bad and like to keep up because they don't want to go on the road at all in the playoffs, bro. So they need to try their best to somehow win the division.
Who, Cowboys?
They need things to happen for them, but
yeah, Cowboys
losing this game is it starts with winning this game at home.
Cowboys are done data. If the Eagles win one game, they got that division locked.
Yeah, and the Cowboys are going on the road for the playoffs.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
Lions are kind of trying to keep pace for the number 1 seed right now. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
Yeah. They have a shot still at the 1, and they already sold up their division. So at least for the championship, I don't like. Okay, it would if this wasn't this type of game, you know what I mean? Like against the Cowboys, I can see them I can see the Lions monitoring their guys. You know, they're not doing that this game. You know what I mean?
Nah, this is a big game.
You know what I mean by monitoring? I mean snap count, pitch counting their motherfuckers in.
Yeah. I mean,
there's not that game.
I guess there's no chance in hell that the Lions would be facing the Cowboys in round 1, but facing them round 2 is a big possibility. Because no matter what,
shit, bro,
the Cowboys are going to play whoever comes out of the South.
Yeah, these guys, it would be the Lions and the Cowboys who play the 6 and 7s, right?
Well, no, the Cowboys are going to be one of the 5 and
so
Cowboys are going to be the 5, so they're going to
play the 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lions, I get everything. It's how these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and the Lions would imagine Matthew Stafford in a revenge game.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Oh shit!
It could be
like golf. Revenge game. The double revenge game.
A double revenge narrative.
Double revenge narrative.
That's pretty wild. That's wild right there.
I don't want to see it. I don't want the Rams in it. Fuck them. I'm scared of them, legit. Everyone should be scared of the Rams, legit. Don't let that motherfucking team get in.
That's what's wild. It's the Rams and the Seahawks. They got a chokehold on the last 2 spots there.
And here we are again, where for those that were beating that drum, the NFC West is the toughest division. We might have 3 motherfuckers in that shit again.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking like it. I mean, I get it would take I mean, if they win, that those are their spots. They win, they got to win 2 in a row though to guarantee it. But they hold their destiny in their hands because all the other teams are 7 and 6, and I don't know what the tiebreakers would be.
I need to find that song, bro. When they first they're on Forrest Gump's feet, and he's running. It's the first when he starts. I just started running. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Derek, we'll be here for that Saturday night game for sure. He said that Saturday night game is going to be lit. Hell yeah, 8:15 Eastern time on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Plus.
I think I should be home by that time because I'm definitely going down to the Bay early Saturday morning. Yeah, I gotta fill an order, and then I'm gonna hit the studio for as many hours while my girl's hair is getting done because that was my Christmas gift for her.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit's not cheap, and it's our homegirl. It's one of my girl's best friends. She's like the best in San Jose. Like she's like fucking like celebrity type shit in the hair game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So booking her was not easy. You know what I mean? But I got the inside route because that's the homegirl. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah. So we I'll be here, Derek. Bucky said he should be back by that time. That's gonna be a dope one. That's the only game we got on Saturday this week. Last couple weeks has been like,
is it at it's at 5 p.m. I might not be back. I'll jump on wherever the fuck I'm at though. If I'm on the road.
Oh, you were thinking 8. Oh shit, you were thinking 8 o'clock West Coast.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. They're doing it that late. I've had a few. What time is it? No one tell me the time.
Yeah, Derek said I'll be here. There we go. And Derek, maybe Bogey can't hop on because he's not back. Maybe you jump on with us, give some play-by-play for this crazy ass game because this is gonna be a wild ass game.
I don't want any of the play-by-play. I just want reactions. That's all I need. I want to see it. Hey, you know what's funny is I be trying to get Tino. Tino, come on, it's the Cowboys. Prime's out here. Nah, man, I'm the chat guy. I run the chat.
I like it.
Do your thing, twin.
Nice. Derek said he'll jump on. He said I'll get us all right.
I mean,
Bandito said Lions need that number 1 seed, and to win that game against the Cowboys will prove all the haters that they aren't frauds, like everyone says.
I had them winning the division this year, so I'm with you. I'm even on record for saying when my Niners were on that 3-game losing streak, I go, man, I trust the Lions more than the Niners right now. Do you remember me saying that shit?
Yeah.
But then it's funny because then that completely correlated with me cursing them, and then like they were struggling on defense for a stretch there. But like, here's what's crazy is because when you see a team, and I'll use these 2 teams as an example, the Niners and the Lions. The Niners, when we first got Shanahan, those first 2 years, we lost every game by at least a possession or less. You know what I mean? Like you could see it was there. It just wasn't there yet. The Lions were just like that with Dan Campbell the first 2 years. How many shootouts were? You know what? I made so much money when I was still like full D-Gen mode
because they kept covering.
Because they were covering machines. And then last year was all about the Lions and the Vikings. Both of them were just covering machines.
Peacock said, "Say it with me now." Fugazi.
Hey, you know what's funny is I was saying that about the Jags, bro. After like week 6, I was like, man, everybody is looking at the Jags, and they're fuck them. They're fugazi. I don't know. I can't say that with the Lions because here's one thing: is like low key people forget Goffle's been there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He didn't do good there, but he
didn't do good there, but I'm just saying he's been there and he's been to the playoffs routinely, like for being. Isn't it funny? Because when I think of golf for Carson Wentz, I feel like they're old, man. These motherfuckers, like this full golf is. I say Carson Wentz because they're drafted in that same class, but golf is fucking what 29, like 30, and with hella dumbass experience, bro. Hella experience, like they're dangerous.
Yeah,
Jameson Williams is coming on now.
He turned 30 this year, or 29 this year, not even 30.
See what I'm saying?
And their schedule has been hella soft, so that's why people could say.
It's probably because I've been watching his movies for so long. And like I'm telling you, Brian Phillippe starring as Jared Goff is the best role he's ever played, bro.
Let's go read off their schedule here. So they beat the Chiefs.
What?
Lost to the Seahawks. That's a team that's
But see, okay, you want to know that loss? How it came? It was
it was in OT.
No. To get to OT, right? He's just kind of like, you know what I mean? They're dinking and dunking, trying to need one more first down to shut this game, put this game away. He throws a fucking pick 6. You know what I mean? Then it gets him into overtime, and it was Tyler Lockett with the fucking walk-off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I won't give him that one. I mean, that one was, that was actually pure golfle, right? He just gives it away.
Yeah. Either
right.
way, you can't chalk that up as a win. Either way.
I'm just saying that's how that one went down.
Yeah. They beat the Falcons. Whoop-de-doo. They beat the Packers. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Bucks. Got smacked by the Ravens.
And the Bucks are one of the more respectable teams that people don't want to admit. You know what I mean? So that was a big win.
I mean, they're 8-7 right now. Yeah,
I'm just saying though, like
they're one of the
right,
teams
where they're at right now. Let's look, like when you talk about
if they were in a legit division and they were 8-7, they would be in the mix for a wild card.
This last 4 weeks, they looked incredible.
Yeah, this was a wild.
I had to reiterate.
They beat the Raiders. They beat the Chargers and barely beat the Chargers. They beat the Bears. They lost to the Packers. They beat the Saints. Lost to the Bears. Smacked up the Broncos. Beat the Vikings. I mean, you tell me, where are the games on there where you're like, I mean, the big games that they played, they lost most of them.
It's so good that they didn't win the division last year. Because they got to take advantage of this schedule. You're right. I'll give you that. Fugazi, I'll give it to Peacock then. You got me. I might have to put a little tally mark on the Fugazi, like, because they have. You know what it is? I'm telling you, bro. They're dangerous right now.
They look good. I mean, we love them for fantasy. Like, give us our Amon Ra.
If they go, okay, how about this? Here's the test here. Beat the Cowboys, who are one of the best home teams. Go into their house, beat the fuck out of them, and then so it goes back to that dude's comment earlier in the chat. He said we need to beat the Cowboys. Oh no, he said we need to get the number 1 seed. That's insane. Stop that. Beat the Cowboys is what he should have said. Go into Dallas, beat the Cowboys. Nobody.
Dak said we ain't losing.
Just saying, though, this is how you're gonna get respect. You know, if you ask me to, why ultimately I wouldn't put all my chips on the Lions. It's because it's golfable. You know what I mean? Like, look at the game I pointed out. He threw that game away. He has that in his repertoire. You know what I mean?
Oh man, Geeked Out Gaming. Man, this is a long one here. He wrote a novel for us.
Okay.
He said, let's see. He says QB Fields, Minshew, Stroud if he plays. Flacco, leaning towards him because I have Njoku, and opponent has Cooper. Man, I mean, I like Stroud versus the Titans.
All of them.
Yeah.
I like Stroud over all of those guys.
Yeah.
And if not, you play Fields. What the fuck?
Well, no, I mean, he said he's leaning Flacco.
I don't want to do that. Because you have those other options. Flacco, he's probably still a top 12 play this week.
See, here's one thing that sucks is if you don't play Flacco and he puts up, I don't know, let's say 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. You might be like, oh man, like I said, this guy had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, but then Stroud, just you get in your head about that and then you start making different plays. And if you just play Stroud.
Because I would wait down Stroud. If Stroud doesn't go, I play Fields.
Titans give up 300 like on the regular. So if Stroud goes for 300
week 1, basically.
Yeah. I know it's a divisional matchup, so things may toughen up.
They beat the fuck out of him the last time. And now it's Ryan. And is it Ryan Tannehill or a hobbled Will Levis? Fuck
yeah, we don't even know yet.
You know what I mean? Even though they're going to be missing, shout out to the Houston Huddle. Last time they played, 11 sacks on them, or it was 11 pressure or 11 QB hits and however many sacks. They're going to be missing like 2 out of those 4 guys up front. Fuck it. Gives a fuck. Yeah. Shoot it out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Stroud, baby. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
So you only play Flacco if you think Flacco is going to have a good game, not because you have Njoku and your opponent has Cooper.
He's doing what 9 out of 10 people do. Like, we've all went through that phase where you start looking at the opponent's team and think that it's going to affect me. Like, oh, I should play Flacco to get a piece of it. Like, I would, I think he has it right by playing Njoku, obviously, because I think that's the guy who eats in the passing game because the matchup says it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wide receivers: Addison, Hopkins, Dub, DJ Moore, Pittman. If he plays,
you think the morale is so low? Like, imagine this is the world. Here's the world that I kind of lived in. Trevor Siemian can't get shit going. And then just like this defense, this fucking giant Jets defense is on the field hella much. They're gonna get gassed at one point. And Flacco is his air. He's not only been leading the league in the past 4 weeks in passing yards, he's also leading in air yards. So that means that like not only is he completing it down the field, but he's constantly trying so much that he's leading in air yards even. But it's the matchup. You know what I mean? So this is why I have to make a case for it. Like, hey, they could be really on the field a lot, and then eventually those big ones are going to start getting got.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then, so what he says, Mike Evans is number 1, and then Pittman's is number 2 if he plays, but not sure from above who should be. But not sure if there's anyone above. I'm DJ Moore, Dubs, Hopkins, Addison.
You're playing Mike Evans, first of all.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, Pittman he'd be the next man up for me too versus the Raiders. Yeah. I mean, never take a Thursday answer as the final answer unless for a Thursday.
Like he's dealing with a lot of injuries. Like there's a world where there's like where I like Romeo Doubs if Jalen Reed actually plays, but you can't. How are you going to weight that down? You know what I mean? Because they've been without Byron Murphy last week. I don't know if he comes back because then that's been actually helpful and for opposing number ones. You know what I mean? And there's just a lot of factors here. That's why right now this answer is Evans and Pittman, and that's probably the play, honestly.
And then what's the rest of this? For the flex, Ford, King Henry, Trey McBride, James Cook, Christian Watson.
Did Pittman, did he progress at all through the thing? I feel like we didn't get any practice report, or I didn't see any practice reports from them.
Well, no, I don't even know what happened in yesterday's practice for him specifically. But yeah, it was just the bullshit that we had last week where
because apparently he also has a shoulder as well. It's not just this concussion again. Still, I mean. Yeah, anyways.
Oh man, the shit's wild. So Guru, he was paying attention as you should, and he actually had a stat correction in the Marvel Multiverse of Madness.
Yes!
And it didn't correct it. And
it didn't put him in the joint.
Right. So I gotta go.
Oh, I need to check. Okay, I need to do this in 21, bro, because I feel like I'm in there, bro. I had 19 players that needed to get me a yard and a half, or a yard and a. I 334.73 to 334.83. I feel like I have a W in there, man. Just don't know how. Where do I go to the stat corrections or whatever? Do we just, you know what I mean?
You just go to week 16 and you look at the scores.
Oh, you just go back. Because isn't there like a stat correction like section? I heard Timmy saying that one time. I was like,
I mean, there is, but all you have to do is go look at your score. That's all that Guru did. Let me see. So I'm not even sure how to fucking change this matchup.
Oh, yeah, let's go, Guru. He was really fucking pissed. Yeah, Christmas. Let's go. Look at the late Christmas miracle.
Crazy by 0.04.
Oh, okay.
I'm
call Spencer Guru. Spencer Guru.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I guess I gotta go.
I think you know what you can do? Not change anything.
Oh no, it's the recalculate. That's what it's supposed to be. And then I think it recalibrates the entire league. Hold on, where is it?
I was gonna say you could just do the cheat code, make the announcement, and then they just play it out, and then it's the scores versus scores. Then you just make whoever the champ.
No.
Okay.
Fuck that. There's a way to get this on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure this out in 21. I swear to God, I'm in, bro. By the grace of the fantasy gods.
So
I haven't checked all day today either.
I know that there's a way to do this because last time I swore that they told me how to fucking do this.
Yeah, I remember Antonio. He had one that happened to him this year where he had lost, and then the stat corrected him to a dub, and then but it was in season, so it just changes the win loss totals. You know what I mean?
Damn, this shit's wild. Well, I see the stat correction right here. What it says, Phil, the guy who Guru
It
was
stat
going
corrected him down.
Well, both of them got stat corrected down, but Phil got stat corrected down 4 points. It was they gave Hudson 2 points. And Guru went down 1 point. And so Hudson, they gave him 2 extra solo tackles, and those got changed to assisted tackles.
Oh, I need it. I need it. Yes, there might be hope for me in 21. Check 21 for me after. Check that 20.
And then go check it. I gotta figure out how to get this.
Dude.
I gotta figure out how to get this matchup fucking fixed with Guru.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go check.
How do we fucking get this? And did we give the last flex question here? I'm leaning Henry and McBride as of now. I'm sorry, dude, if we didn't mention it. That was some big news with the stat correction and some shit that I'm gonna have to figure out now. And Peacock said, nice, Spencer. I definitely don't look at stuff like that often enough in the close games. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go do that also. So I wonder if there's any stat corrections in the Debo. Needed 15 points. Wow. And see, especially all these guys who got the stat corrections were defense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go yeah, I gotta go message fucking Sleeper about this. Like, how do we oh no, there we go, fixed it. Yep, it was what I said to do. And boom, see, there we go. All right, there we go. And see, it was what I said. It just took a minute to update. All right. Yeah, I guess now I'm gonna go look at the ones where I lost in and go see. Nope, got my ass kicked there. Nope, Crispy kicked my ass there. And Geeked Out said we got a flex and a super flex, so technically I can play Stroud and Flacco. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. I mean, as much as Flacco's been throwing it, yeah. So you never said that. Well, unless I didn't make it that far down. But yeah, definitely. I lost by less than 1.2 in the Marvel. Go check it, Song. Go see if there was any kind of stat correction over there. That's what I'm doing now in my leagues. Just see. Nope, got my ass kicked there. Ass kicked there. Bakes, no. All the redraft, there's no third place prizes. We got rid of the participation trophies a while ago, but it's because we do the rings. That's why. Do the rings for the champions. Yeah, I got my ass kicked in most of these. The one were me and Song even close? Yeah, I think that's a good thing about me. I just I either kicked ass or got my ass kicked in these leagues. So I don't even think stat corrections came into play for me. Nah, they didn't. What up, Axel? He said, shiver me timbers. What up, Axel? And Song said if there was any stat corrections, it would automatically change, right? This one with Guru didn't automatically change. So that's the thing. Like, everyone just make sure you're going and checking. Just make sure you're going and checking, because it was not fixed right now. I had to manually go in and recalculate the scores, and then it updated everything But just go check. It will show if you won or lost. And let's see. Yeah, it still shows Bogey as lost. And Bake said, kick ass. Now that's a movie that would be dope for the SSB. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie of that. I just remember in the beginning, isn't that the one where the dude dresses up like a superhero and he goes to try to save someone and he gets stabbed like right away? I just remember that and just like dying laughing at that part. I could not like stop laughing at it because you don't expect that to happen. You expect him to be some kind of a hero and then he just gets fucking shanked. No. Song, don't add the points up. Like it will. So what I was saying, the playoff matchup may or may not be updated automatically with the stat correction, but the stat correction, it'll update the total points. That's how Guru knew. Like Guru didn't go and add up all his points. He just
he went to the week 16.
Yeah, and he saw that he had won. He'd lost before. Both of them had stat corrections. Both of them did. And Phil -2 points. Guru went -1 point. And because of that extra point, he ended up winning by 0.04 points.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how to. So I have to go on. I mean, that's like some desktop shit. I have to go find like where the stat corrections come from.
I'm
trying to figure out in 21. I looked at where week 16 and it didn't change. I'm like, it's got to be somewhere. I know it. I can feel it.
It's in the settings. It's because you didn't have anybody who got a stat correction. And neither did.
It's got to be. You don't want to see me in that one. I'm telling you.
And neither did Sticky Picky. It's in the settings. You go look at the league settings, and it's the very bottom option. That's
okay, it's not just computer. Okay.
No.
No one wants to see my team in there. It was a managerial thing. I fucking played Lawrence. I had Mullins in there. Motherfucker. Big Dick Nick, pause.
I can't remember what happened when me and you actually played, but I got the most points for in that league. Did I have, was I graced with a good schedule? Hell no. I had one of the worst schedules out of everybody.
You got graced with the best trades?
Well, one of those happened. One of those was a draft trade.
Yeah.
All the way back.
Yeah.
Still had players.
Me and your teams are they're like parallel because we made crazy in draft trades. And then
but I didn't trade for any players. You did. I traded for picks. I still had to make all the
you traded for Kelsey.
No, I made the pick after.
Yeah. Oh, did you? I could have swore you traded from Kelsey.
That trade happened in the first round. I still had to make 100% of the picks that I traded for.
Yeah.
I didn't trade players after the fact.
Yeah, I traded CMC is the only other one I traded for, though, after the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Traded for CMC, I should say. I think I traded for Deontay Johnson at one point, too.
I was just talking about the trade, and I was just talking about the trade with Derek specifically. Yeah, I traded for Kelsey later when Crispy was being crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, going back to what I was saying. We are like, we paralleled because we made trades within the draft. Then we bought hitters after the fact. I bought CMC. You bought Kelsey. You know what I mean?
And Jaron Hall is officially starting.
Aaron, you better pepper the fuck out of Jefferson. And see, that's how Nick Mullins is like, fuck you, Bogard. You're supposed to just play me in that one spot. I would have been in there right now. I would have been fucked, actually. I would have been going in there with just Dak. Because I only had Dak. Oh, no, I had Flacco, too. Oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck Lawrence.
And fucking Stevenson, just pissed everywhere that I have him still because I tried to get rid of him everywhere. Well, I guess this one I wasn't making trades to trade the Stevenson away.
Yep, traded to me and fucked me in League 2. Thanks.
And Bake said Jaron Hall. What the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck?
Everybody running Superflex right now. 3 QBs. Go do your due diligence. All of it.
All right. Yeah, so everyone go check your stat corrections. If there was, I would say if there's anything between, there's still not a lot of players. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how many players are starting the linebacker Hudson for fucking Washington. I mean, that was the big one. He minus 2 points there. Looked like Zaire Franklin had minus like 2 points because I saw that when I looked at the stat corrections on the 21. That Zaire went down a couple points also.
Mm-hmm.
But it still wasn't a lot. I mean, they don't fuck up a lot with these stat corrections. It just really sucks with
the reason I was holding out hope because I had a ton of guys on a Monday.
So
it was like, you know, I mean, like I just naturally assumed they go in order, and I'm like hoping like, okay, they'll eventually get to the Monday and find it.
No.
Like, because the one thing was like I felt like I didn't get that last rush attempt, that 0.25 for CMC. You know what I mean? Because they stuff them at the one, and like my shit doesn't move, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just waiting for it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't calculate it right. I don't know. Just waiting, hoping.
This is another reason why this year's been the most fucked year for QBs, and really just the most like unpredictable year for QBs. 4 QBs are changing their, or 4 teams are changing their QB starters this week. Broncos, Giants, Commandos, and now the Vikings.
Yep.
That's wild. Wild.
I know. What the fuck, Jaron? Why the fuck Jaron Hall? The gunslinger! The motherfucker had 700 yards in the last 2 games. Yeah, he probably had 7 picks. I'm just saying. Does he have 8 picks in the last 2 games?
I mean, he had 4 in one of them, right?
Yeah, the last one. Oh, two games ago. Yeah, this last one. I'm sure he had 3 in another one. He has a pick for every 100 yards he's throwing. Oh! Hopefully Jaron Hall gets blasted and then Nick Mullins goes in the second play of the game. Shredding. Because this is that matchup, bro. Green Bay's defense is so ass right now. They just made Bryce Young look like a competent QB. Yeah. Bryce Young sucks in year 1.
6 INTs in the last 2
Let's
games.
fucking go. You love that for fantasy because you know he's putting them right in the hole.
Sucks in our formats, though. I mean, shit, that's a lot of points. Like, man, just the 4 picks, that's minus 16 points. Like, right there.
And he still put up 27. And I'm fucking pissed because of a goddamn Trevor Lawrence.
Man, on the 3 QB, in the 3 QB leagues, fucking crazy. I have Russ and Nick Mullins on this squad. I mean, it was a Justin Herbert squad as well. I got Brock, Goff, and Stidham in right now.
Did you grab a Hall?
Huh? I'm gonna go see if
I'll probably play. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll play Hall over Stidham. Easy.
It's the Chargers.
It's a different coordinator. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit of change. I'm just saying. Like, I take the under on that Broncos game. Like, that shit ain't not going to – I don't know.
Oh, I still have Stick also over there.
Ooh. I'm not mad at that. I still play goddamn –
yeah, this one's a little tough. This is the one that I got Cooper on also. Got to leave him in. Hey, what's up, Noble? Noble. Well, we're getting ready to shut this down anyways. What up, Ace Sports? He said, Trey McBride or Taysom Hill? Trey McBride is not even close.
He's probably the number one tight end this week, arguably, if not Kelsey, because Kelsey's playing like the 31st team against the tight end.
Yeah. All right, let's get up out of here. So we'll be back for Thursday night football. Make sure you go get signed up on Patreon if you're not over there, so you can get all your questions answered when we're not live. That's 420crew.org. Go join the crew. We got the playoff leagues that are starting here in like 2 weeks. So get ready for that. It's going to be super dope. And we're going to have the main ones are going to be with IDP, but there is going to be a few without IDP for all you guys who may be a little bit too frightened of the IDP world.
That's so whack.
we can't exclude anybody. That's just the way it's got to go. We got to grow. And last one, Steven said, here's that Bogard will love. 49ers had a QB throw for 4 picks in 1984 in versus an AFC North team, and they went on to
win the Super Bowl. I like it.
There we go.
Shout out to my godfather, Joe Montana.
And then Jordan,
when I was born, they had just won it. Oh no, I was born. Yeah, at the end of the year that we had just won that second one. Yeah,
right, 84. Yeah.
And I had to think when I was born. I was like,
H Sports, Jordan Love or Flacco?
Love.
I'm just gonna go Flacco. All right, there we go. We'll be back a little bit before Thursday night football. And Bogey, anything new before we get out of here?
Hella new shit. I'm actually, that's one of the things I'm gonna do in the studio. I'm gonna arrange this next like 2 months of releases.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got hella new shit coming through. Just be on alert. I mean, you guys are rocking with us, you guys are gonna hear everything all the time. And before even, you know what I mean?
There you go. All right, send us on home, Bogey.
Week 17, give me money.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the, 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 y'all